Guys, I've figured it out. The cheat code to your 20s is that you're supposed to be having fun. Your 20s were always supposed to be about exploring your adulthood, your independence, your voice, your identity, your expression, exploring yourself, exploring new relationships, exploring new people and cities and friends. That's what your 20s were always supposed to be about. Somewhere along the way, society convinced us that our 20s are only about getting our shit together. Your first decade as an adult, trying to accomplish financial freedom and figuring out your purpose and achieving all your dreams and finding your soulmate and marrying them and buying a house, by the way. All in the first 10 years of you being an adult puts this undue pressure on that first decade of your adulthood. And it also doesn't leave much to be done in the rest of your adult life. Your 20s are not a race to the bottom. You're not trying to accomplish everything you wanted to do in your 20s so that by the time the clock strikes 30, you've gotten it all done and you've reached the prize of being an adult. Remember when you were in high school and the general consensus was that you could mess around a little bit in 9th grade and 12th grade, but in 10th and 11th grade, you have to lock in because those are the years that are going to count the most. If I'm being honest, and please don't shoot the messenger, your 20s and your 30s are the same way. I hate the notion that your 20s and your 30s matter so much, but then your 40s and your 50s, which are midlife, by the way, just don't. Like, who taught us that? You know what I want to be? A phenomenal 40-year-old. I want to be well-read. I want to be well-traveled. I want to be well-dressed. I want to know multiple languages. I want to have beautiful kids and I want to accomplish my dreams. I want to be thriving in my 50s. And I think if you're in your 20s, having that perspective gives you a great anchor for your life and the way you want to go about your decisions in your 20s and 30s, because it gives you a long-term view. It gives you something to aim after. But I feel like a lot of people in our generation, it's just like, within our 20s, we have to become millionaires and own properties and whatever. I feel like giving yourself distance in between the time that you have to achieve your dreams, it gives you a more appreciation of them once you have actually accomplished them. And if it obviously comes sooner, then you're more grateful for being successful at 36 than, oh no, I haven't done everything I wanted to do by 31. Let yourself just be in your 20s, which in reality and not on social media is messy and confusing. It's doing laundry, it's paying rent, it's having roommates, it's moving out for the first time, it's getting your first apartment, learning about furniture and cooking and cutlery and drapes and just all that stuff. It's questioning yourself. It's having failed relationships, but it's also fun. Like, it should be so fucking fun. And that's why I started the video with that, because it's like, I feel like people need a reminder that like your 20s should be very fun. This is the time for wandering. This is the time for exploring, getting lost, having adventures, and making memories. This is the time to be free and honest with yourself and true to yourself and who you are and who you really want to be. This is the time to make new friends and relationships and to fall in love and to be yourself. And I just feel like a lot of us in our 20s, we lost sight of that. We just got so infatuated with working and building our career and setting up that structure with our lives. And I understand how important that is, and I'm not negating that whatsoever. But it's also a time to be free. And it's also a time to have fun. And it's also a time to be happy. And if you don't let yourself be that, you're doing yourself a great disservice. Have an anchor for where you want to be in your 40s and 50s. But your 20s, make those your unforgettable years.